Alright, this is a free site review for staging a home to sell, and so I'm going to take a look at this website. To start with, we're going to look over search engine optimization. So he didn't specify any keywords that he wanted, but I'm guessing just from looking at it that he would like to rank for staging a home to sell, perhaps some others, but we're just going to go with staging a home to sell. And so to start with, we can see that in his domain, it's that exact keyword phrase. So, good job on that. Also, we can look up here, and this is what's in his title tag: "Staging a home to sell!" exclamation point. So that's also a good thing. So we're going to look at the H1 tag, and it turns out that this is an H1 tag. I did a quick check in the HTML, and then he's got staging and home and sell throughout his text. So in terms of search engine optimization, he's done the most important stuff. There might be a few little things, but really those are the things that really matter. Are identifying your target keywords and making sure that they're in the title, they're in your domain, and your H1 tags. So moving on to overall look and feel. To be honest, the website is a little bit simple and a little bit dated. To begin with, I don't really like your background that much. It's a little distracting, to be honest. You might want to find something that's a little more subtle or muted. For example, if we go to my blog, I just have my main body of content. It has a white background, and then you can see I just have a really dark gray background behind that, and so it's not really distracting, whereas this plaid is kind of distracting in my opinion. Just looking at your content, if someone comes here, they're going to read a little bit, but they're probably, I don't know how helpful it's going to be honest. Maybe you should find somebody, a friend or a family member who's looking to sell their house and looking to actually stage their house, and talk to them, and have them look at your website and see if they would go to this website, if they would actually use it and find it useful, because there's a ton of stuff that goes into staging a house. I used to work in real estate, and there's just so much stuff that goes into this, and there's a wealth of information that you could offer and really become an expert in this particular niche. But I feel like you've written a few articles, and hey, that's great, but it's not that great. To a couple tips besides adding more content, and that is try to break up your sections. So we can see on my blog, every time I transition to a new section, I have a section header, and links are, I have links to other stuff, and then I also have something in bold for things that are important, but I use the bold sparingly. I took a look at this particular page, and this whole thing is in bold, and that's a misuse of bold in my opinion. Sorry if that sounds mean, and I gotta tell you, I'm terrible at design, but there are a few things that I know will help you do better. So use bold sparingly, use section headers and different things, and make this, consider making this into a blog instead of just being a static site, because the truth is that anyone can throw up a static site or even come and copy yours in its entirety. There are computer programs designed to do that very thing. But what you want to do is do more than have a static site. You want to build a community where people can come and ask you questions, and that'll help drive you, or drive your content, so you know the best content to help people, which in turn will get you more traffic. So be an expert on staging homes for sale. I don't see any social media integration, RSS or Twitter or anything else. This just feels like one of 10 billion mini sites out there. And to be honest, I don't know that anyone is going to come here and stay for very long. And it looks like you've got some affiliate stuff going here. And oh, this is underlined, but it's not a link. Okay. And going here, this looks like a link. for a ClickBank product. So you're advertising, and your advertising is kind of in the last place anyone is going to look. So what they would have to do is come to your website, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then go here and click on this. So I don't know how much traffic you're going to get. You may get some from Google, using the keyword staging a home to sell. But to be honest, I'm not sure how many people are going to come here and stay here for very long. So consider revamping your website. In short, add more content, talk to some people that are trying to stage their house, and find out what things would really help them, or what the best advice they found was, and just add loads more content. On my website, I've got hundreds of blog posts. I've recorded hundreds of videos, and that's how I built my community. But one of the most important things is I put up a tab that links to a blog post, which is called Ask Nick Anything. And so people ask me questions, and I answer them. And I thought I knew what people's traffic questions were, but I was only partially there. I really didn't understand it until I invited people to ask questions. So I would definitely recommend having a section like that on your blog, or turn this into a blog and have, hey, ask Peter or whoever questions about staging your home to sell. And that'll get you a lot more return visitors, and return visitors are 100 times more likely to buy products that you recommend. Anyway, that concludes this free website review. If you would like a free website review, go to nickstraffictricks.com and click on free site review.